Hello students, today we will discuss about an important term, that is acceleration. Student, before describing this acceleration, you have already heard one word, accelerator. You know that in bike or any vehicle, car, there is a accelerator. So normally what happens, if you will press the accelerator, then the speed of the vehicle increases. That's why that word is given accelerator. Actually the accelerator word is coming from acceleration. So already we have discussed about the velocity, in the previous session. So velocity is a vector quantity. It has a magnitude as well as direction. Then what is acceleration actually? Acceleration is rate of change in velocity. Means whenever the velocity changes, then there will be existence of an acceleration. So I can define the acceleration as the rate of change in velocity of an object is called acceleration. So whenever the velocity changes, then there will be acceleration, and whenever you know that rate word is there, important thing is that whenever you will use the word rate in physics, so it is always compared with time. It means if I will write mathematically that acceleration equal to change in velocity by time taken. It means how much time is taken to change in that velocity. You know that velocity changes means if it is changing, there will be two types of velocity. One is called final velocity and another is called initial velocity. Means starting velocity I can tell is initial velocity, and after changing the velocity, the amount of that velocity can be called as final velocity. And if you want to find out the change in velocity, then that can be written as that final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. So as I have told, the rate of change in velocity, rate means always rate word in physics is compared with time. So how much time is taken to change in that velocity. So, and if you want to find out the velocity change in velocity, then you have to minus final velocity minus initial velocity. And normally if it is used in case of symbol, that normally what we do, the acceleration, or we can write that acceleration, acceleration is, the symbolical form is A equal to, the final velocity is written as small v small u by t. So this is the formula for acceleration, A equal to v minus u by t, where A is acceleration, v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, and t is time taken. A equal to v minus u by t. So whenever you have to find out the acceleration, so you have to find out the data from that numerical v, u and t, and by using this formula you can find out acceleration. Then as I have told that acceleration, it is a vector quantity. Acceleration is also a vector quantity, and it is a vector quantity, and if it is vector quantity, then there must be magnitude as well as direction. So magnitude you can find out by putting this formula. Then how can you find out the direction? The direction is actually the direction of change in velocity. So the direction of acceleration can be found out from the direction of velocity, and the magnitude you can find out by using this formula. So it is a vector quantity, and there should be a unit also by which we can the magnitude of the acceleration can be expressed. So the SI unit is, the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So I am writing in a symbolical form, meter by second square, or we can write ms minus 2. If it will go to up, the exponent will be minus, meter per second square or meter into second minus 2. So this actually how this SI unit is came from this formula actually. You know that if you use the SI unit of all these things, then you can find out the SI unit of acceleration. V minus U, all these two are velocity. So the unit of this velocity will be meter by second divided by unit of time is second. Then what will happen? You see, meter per second by second. So what will be meter divided by second, and again it will be 1 by second, because it is second by 1, it will go up 1 by second, and the answer will be meter by second square. So this is the SI unit of acceleration. Okay, then we'll read about type of acceleration. Okay, there are different types of acceleration is there. So one is, we'll read about now types of acceleration. Types of acceleration. So different types is there. The first one is called positive acceleration. Positive acceleration. What is positive acceleration? As I told that acceleration is a vector quantity, it has a direction. Then what will be the positive acceleration? That whenever the velocity changes, then there will be acceleration. But in case of positive acceleration, the velocity should increase. It means the final velocity must be more than initial velocity. So I can say that when velocity of an object increases with time, then the acceleration is said to be positive. So we can define in this way that when the velocity of an object increases with time, then it is said to in positive acceleration. It means its acceleration is positive. So for positive acceleration, the velocity of the object must be increasing. So then what will happen? You know that we have find out the formula A equal to V minus U by T. So V must be greater than U. For positive acceleration, the final velocity must be greater than initial velocity. Why I am telling? Because the velocity is increasing here. So the after velocity will be more than before velocity. So final velocity should be greater than initial velocity. V must be greater than U. So when you will V, if you will V minus U, the value will be positive. Positive by time, so value will be positive. Hence it is called positive acceleration. Okay. So for positive acceleration, the velocity of an object should increase. Then what will be the example of it? So example that whenever you will drop any object from a height, you know that its velocity is increasing with time. So there is a positive acceleration. So I can write that example of positive acceleration. Object dropped from a height. When an object dropped from a height, its acceleration is positive. When it because its velocity increases. Similarly, an object rolled in a slope. You know, students, there is a slope. If you put a ball in a slope, the ball will move downwards and its velocity will increase, and that is an example of acceleration because velocity is increasing in both the cases. So these are the example of positive acceleration. Then we'll read about another term, that is negative acceleration. Negative acceleration, and this negative acceleration is also called as retardation. So another term is there, retardation. Retardation is also same as negative acceleration. This is another term, and also it is known as, another word is there, deceleration. So retardation, deceleration, negative acceleration, all are same. So how can you define it? Just opposite of positive acceleration. So as I have told, when velocity increases with time, then it is positive acceleration. So similarly you can write, when the velocity of an object decreases with time, it is said to be in negative acceleration. So for negative acceleration, the velocity of the object must decreasing. Means when it will take place, that you know that when a moving vehicle apply brakes, okay, when we apply brake in a moving vehicle, what happens? The velocity decreases. It going to stop. So at that time I can say that it is negative acceleration, because in that case velocity is decreasing. The final velocity is less than initial velocity. So the example will be the motion of a when a moving vehicle apply brakes, then at that time the acceleration can be called as negative acceleration, or it is called retardation. So whenever brake is applied, the acceleration becomes negative. Why it is negative? The final velocity is less than initial velocity. For example, it is going in a 60 km per hour. When we apply brake, then it becomes 40 km per hour. So the final velocity is less than initial velocity. Then what will happen? If the formula is there, if acceleration v minus u by t, so here v is less than u, so u becomes more, so the value will be negative. So that's why acceleration becomes negative, and it is called retardation, or it is also known as deceleration. Negative acceleration, retardation and deceleration are same. So when the velocity decreases with time. Then another type of acceleration will read, that is zero acceleration. That is zero acceleration, and zero acceleration takes place when the velocity does not change. So we can define in this way, that when the velocity of an object does not change with time, then it is said to be in zero acceleration. So when the velocity does not change, then there will be no acceleration. Simply I have told that acceleration always takes place when velocity changes, whether it is increasing or decreasing. But when the velocity remains constant, does not change, then the acceleration will be zero, because you know that a equal to v minus u by t. So if velocity does not change, then v and u will be same, and when v and u will be same, the upper term will be 0. 0 by something is 0. So acceleration will be 0. So whenever any moving object moves with a constant velocity, and if velocity remains same, then its acceleration becomes 0. So this is the difference between the positive acceleration, negative acceleration, and zero acceleration. Then we'll read another two terms, that is uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. So already you have read about uniform motion and non-uniform motion, like that. We'll now read, that is uniform acceleration. What is uniform acceleration actually? We can define in this way, that when an object moves in a straight line, it means there will be no change in direction, and its velocity changes in equal amounts in equal intervals of time. It is said to be in uniform acceleration. It means to be uniform acceleration, the object should travel in a two case there. Object should travel in a straight line, no change in direction will take place, and the amount of changing in velocity is equal in equal interval of time. Means in each second, if the velocity changes by 2, so the next second also it will changes, or it will increase by the magnitude 2. Example is that, for example, to take that object is moving with a 5 meter per second. Okay, so the velocity is 5 meter per second in a straight line. So in the first second, its velocity is 5 meter per second. After 1 second, it becomes 10 meter per second. After 1 second, it becomes 15 meter per second. And after another 1 second, it becomes 20 meter per second. So what happens, in each second it increases, it changes by 5 meter per second. Here also 5 meter per second. Here also 5 meter per second. What does it mean? That in each second its velocity increases by 5 meter per second. So because the velocity of the object increases equal amount in equal interval of time. In each 1 second, its velocity is increasing 5 meter per second. Hence, this example can be called as uniform acceleration. And in our daily life where it happens actually, so its example you can write that simply when an object is dropped from a height, then its velocity increases in equal interval of time. So it is a uniform acceleration. So, and also the second example, as I have told in acceleration, that is an ball or any substance rolling down in a slope. It's also the velocity equal amount in equal interval time. So that is also an example of uniform acceleration. And then we'll read about non-uniform acceleration. The second type of acceleration can be called, we can call this that non-uniform acceleration, and just it will be opposite of uniform acceleration. So in that case, the velocity increases equal amounts in equal interval time, and that thing we can define in this way, that when the velocity of an object changes unequal amounts in equal interval of time, then it is said to be in non-uniform acceleration. So to be in non-uniform acceleration, its velocity will not change in equal amounts. So in that case, we have discussed that the object is in first second, its velocity is 5 meter per second, you see. After 1 second, in second, after 2 seconds, the velocity is become say 10 meter per second. But after 3 seconds, it becomes 12 meter per second. So in this case, you see here it is increases by 5 meter per second, where it is in this case it is increases by 2 meter per second, but here it is 1 second. The moment of object, I told, the velocity increases unequal amount in equal intervals time. In each second, it is not changing or increasing in equal amount. In first second, it is increases up to 5 meter per second, but in second it increases by 2 meter per second. So this type of example can be called as non-uniform acceleration, because its velocity does not increase in equal amount. It increases unequal amount in equal intervals of time. Then it is called non-uniform acceleration. Actually, in our daily life, whenever any vehicle moves, you know, the acceleration is not uniform. It is not actually uniformly increases. Sometimes it is increases by when the traffic is less, so the speed is increasing at a high speed, and sometimes we have to make the accelerator less. So at that time acceleration becomes less. So you can give the example of non-uniform acceleration as the movement of vehicle on a busy road. So in that case, the acceleration is not uniform. Sometimes it is increases by more amount, sometimes it is increases by less amount. So this type of acceleration can be called as non-uniform acceleration. So student, we have discussed about what is acceleration, then we have read about that units of acceleration, then types of acceleration, positive acceleration, negative acceleration, zero acceleration. Then we have made the difference between the non-uniform acceleration and uniform acceleration. So in the next session we will do the numericals related to this acceleration, speed and velocity. So till then, goodbye to you, and if you like and the video, then please subscribe it, like it, and also give comment on it to improve this video. Thank you.